Good morning. I'm out here nice and fresh this morning at 7:15. I think it's about 7:15, and I don't know whether anybody watches that. Oh, and I never remember what he's called. I think it's Michael Molesley. He does like little podcast bits for the BBC, and called Just One Thing, and they're always just one thing you can do to improve your mental health. One of the things that's his just one thing is getting up early in the morning and going walking. And of course, since I've had the guardianship, shall we say, of the pooch, Frank, I've had to get up early. And my appointments usually start about 9:15, so I've had to try and get out and about around that time. Before that time, before I start my appointments with Frank, to give him a bit of a run out. But I rather enjoy being out and about first thing in the morning. And we're just about to approach another 2 dogs, so I'm going to switch this one off. Yes, we do love to get out on a nice early morning, and apparently, getting back to the point of this, apparently it helps regulate your sleep of an evening, and I would say, yeah, definitely sleeping better. The problem being is I fell asleep about halfway through Love Island last night, so I was really awake at the crack of dawn. Also, I had the last week away, a little holiday to Whitby, and someone who shall remain nameless likes to get up at 5 o'clock and be in the shower at 5:15, and so we were all out early that week as well. And yeah, so here we are in the park. Let me see if you can just spot Frankie in the back. He loves it in this little park because he gets loads of freedom. We've just stopped off and had a chat with another early riser who's here with her 2 dogs, and that's another nice thing I think about having a pooch, is you talk to every other person that's got a dog, so you do make some friends in your community and get chatting to people, so that's lovely. I think that's good for your mental health as well. Yeah, I can't actually tell you that we've got a lovely day. I'm always bragging about how Southport is sunny Southport. It's generally true, but not today. It's let me down today. But I have every faith it'll get a little bit better later today. So yeah, the little tip that comes from, it's not my tip, it comes from the BBC, Michael Molesley himself, and to get up early, get out there, get walking. Honestly, the amount of miles I've done recently, I should be thin as a rake, and I'm not, so whatever. Right, so I'm 2 poos into this walk, the dog, not me, and I'd often recommend to teenagers is to get a pet, because especially when they're struggling with their mental health, that thing of having to get up and having to get out and having to care for a pet and look after them. And one of the things that I would say, as well, as I've got an uncle who was massively socially anxious as a teenager, and he's 62 and he's not much better now, but he retired at 51, and one of the things he said was, he said, I'm going to get myself a dog, and I'm going to walk the dog, and I'm going to speak to every person that I come across. And he does, and he met up with me and some pals in the Lake District a couple of years back, and they all said, gosh, isn't he friendly, isn't he chatty and friendly, your uncle, he really is. And they couldn't get over how friendly he was, and I just thought, yeah, you wouldn't believe what he was like as a teenager, as a youngster. He was just ridiculously anxious, socially anxious, I would have said. He wouldn't go to the end of the road without the dog. And yeah, that's how. Sorry, I'm just putting my poo in the poo bin. So yeah, another good reason to have a dog is that they help you to get out, they help you to chat to people, and yeah, you've got something in common, haven't you? You've all got dogs. And I've got to show you Frankie now. Here he is. Oh, Let's have a little mad minute. And this lady's just said that her dog doesn't play with any dogs, but he loves Frank. So that's good. And honestly, when I first had Frank, he would not have done that at all, because he was also socially anxious. I'm surrounded by them. So this morning I've had another recommendation for a groomer, which was great, and a recipe for dog treats. So I met a man, he said, oh no, I said, your dog's really, that's impressive obedience. I said, you could give me 3 weeks and Frankie still wouldn't come to me. He said, oh, it's all in the food. He said, I've got these treats, the liver and garlic. I said, garlic? I was like a Peter Case. Garlic? Liver and garlic? I was like, yeah, they eat garlic. Apparently they do. So, yeah, I've got it, yeah. Pound of liver, bulb of garlic, 2 cups of flour and 2 eggs. Bake it like a loaf, and your dog will do whatever. And I have to be honest, it was Frankie was absolutely at my command. He really was. I can't believe it. He's here. He's here now. Here's Frank. He's being less worried by the camera now. He's getting used to it now. There he is. He's had a really good walk and he's tired out, and now it's a dog's life. He'll be able to go home and sleep all day, and I've got all my appointments to run. So yeah, he's got it good, eh? Yeah, okay. Speak to you later.